Staying human horrors, and welcome back to another episode of RogueTech as we get into the campaigns of Copper Tops Cannoneers. And last time we actually managed to salvage a couple of clan double heatsink kits. We are going to start putting them onto things. I'm going to do a little bit of design work. The odds of us actually constructing this mech are low. We need to keep in mind we need 1.8 million Seabills by the end of this month, so our budget is rather limited. We need to keep that in mind. I need to sell that. Sadly, I can't sell from that menu. We are probably going to be using an exchanger, most likely. Yes, it was very likely. It would have been really nice if we had gotten the other cannon. Unfortunately, it's just not quite there. I'm kind of actually tempted to wait the month just to see if the other cannon shows up. But that wouldn't be the most brilliant plan we ever had. It does have clan built-in sensor systems. I do need internals to give it its clan double heatsink kit. There we go. Now it has at least some capability in terms of heat sinking. What I could theoretically do is I could throw in a Gauss rifle and be a Gauss rifle ultra autocannon 20. That hurts my soul deeply, so I'm not really sure I want to do that. Obviously we don't have enough heat control on this mech to be able to run it with twin heavy large lasers, because we still have two more, mainly because we would need more clan double heat sinks and we don't have them. So we're a little bit low on the heat sinks as well as the kits. We still have 8 inner sphere doubles, but that only gets us so far. Lack of a UAC is really gonna hurt. This is just too much ammunition in here, I think, to run this. So 4, 8. That's the amount of ammunition that it needs. 3 tons worth, because it's gonna be double tapping every time. That'll give it 12 rounds of fire, which is a little much, but. We also don't have the ammunition for the risk racks, I don't think. UAC. Rack 5 heavy, a single ton. 15 shots is not enough. I would need several more tons in order to make that work. You need at least 4 tons. 4 double tons is the way you really want to run it. That gives you enough to run 2 rack 5s for an extended period of time. Buying Gauss rifles is of course an option. Not only that, but I also have the equipment for it, or the ammunition for it. I have the 2 tons of Gauss that would be required. This is not the fastest mech in the world, so this wouldn't also be like the worst loadout for it. Would give us some long-range fire support. We would definitely want to put in a advanced sensor system of some description. And actually, what is my heat efficiency at this moment? 47. Yeah, I need it. So we would want some kind of sensor jammer. I happen to have recently picked up a Nova CEWS, and that's rather considerable in what it will allow us to do. If we have a ballistic targeting computer, 15 range, minus 50 minimum, yeah, that doesn't help me at all. Bloodsport, critical, indirect, multi-track. We got a pirate fire control system, but I'm not sure that'd be ideal. Do you have any ATMs? Could do UAC 20 or UAC 10 and ATMs? We could, and in fact, what we probably should do, because we've been talking about doing this, and it is going to happen at the end of the month, is we will just strip the Raven. So thank you for your service. You were wonderful, but we no longer need you. Given Jag. So we could do something that's kind of Sunspidery. We have the UAC 10. Pull out a ton of ammo off of that one. Then we come over to our ATMs, which we have 3. How heavy are these? 5 tons. You don't say. That would be a rather significant ATM barrage. How much ATM ammo do I have? 3 tons worth. 3 tons gets me 60 shots, 6 rounds per. This would be a little light on ATMs, just in terms of ammunition. That would be 4 ATMs, that's 240, and we're pumping out 27 per 9 rounds of combat off of that. Would also need a secondary weapon set. I mean, it has an ER medium laser. You need some ammo for sure? Yeah. I would also probably want to grab some Iron Ferro. Unfortunately, I don't have it. We do not have any clan Ferro to back this up with. which would require us to add an additional ton worth case. The biggest problem with this is just an Arcera Pharaoh, so there's no case on this design. So one bad ammo pop is gonna shatter the whole thing. I do believe I'll be able to cram it on Omnipod lower arm. Yes, for a little bit more accuracy. PC recoil, I would need an extra ton available for that. And we're already sort of stretching the edge of what this thing can do. Would allow us to sort of hang back very effectively, actually. Would it be worth putting in clustering missile targeting computer? I think it might be. Plus 10 clustering. Maybe not that one. None of the ones that would get, well, the tonnage is the big problem. This would be 1.5 tons, which I don't have. Artemis 2 would be free tonnage, but compared to the ballistic gunnery, there's 6 Omnipod lower arms. You can't put an Omnipod lower arm on a ballistic slot, unfortunately. Otherwise, I would. Can I put it in a hand? Just out of curiosity. I can. That's gonna be creepy. This would hit quite nicely. The ammunition is still light. I'd want 1 more ton of ammo. I'd easily rip off the ER medium off of that one. Do I have heavy Pharaoh? Ball liner, stealth liner, Pharaoh, light Pharaoh. No, I do not. So that extra ton is going to have to come from that ER medium laser, which is a little bit sad. I do not have an electronic combat gear, which I can oblige. Give me a... Ooh, do I not have any more R-sheath beacons? I used them all. Ooh, that sucks. Missile range then might be the ideal. We'll buff that up a little bit. Fire control system. Ballistic range doesn't really help me all that much. It might push out my range far enough to mix with the ATMs. Oh, actually, no, the ATMs are shorter range. Interesting. XL gyro? Ooh, yeah, good. Nope, can't. It's an Omni-Mech. We can't change gyros and that sort of thing. Which Atlas 3 variant? The Hag one or the Rack one? Doing a 4.5 skull-based defense, and the Davians have racked up with suspicious planning mechs, including a King Crab, Black Widow, a Pendragon, a Timberwolf, and Atlas 3. Luckily, I took this one for all the salvage. Excellent. Does the clan one have night vision? It does not. Okay, so just a fire control system improved. Gives me the same gunnery bonus. Oh shit. Yeah, it should give me the same gunnery bonus while also giving me the night vision, which will be helpful the next time we run into night vision map. I don't think there's any other targeting computer I'd want other than the Pirate FCS. The Pirate kind of messes with my jamming a little bit because it gives me additional recoil. There's a recoil of 3, that would be quite a bit of recoil. But that is a significant boon. My heat efficiency is 105? Whew. That's a bit much. That is a little bit much. I haven't added any of the heat sinking systems just yet. So let's go ahead and do that. That'll help a little bit. But I'm still sinking 60 for 95. I do have Clan Exchanger. Vision Mark 1. Or I could put rockets on here. That puts us up to 75 for 86. That's very nice. That's actually much chiller. So we can probably handle that. Still a little bit unsatisfied with how vulnerable the engines are. We're going to want to replace this for standard for Clan Pharaoh as soon as we can. I think actually we'll... No, I don't want to put on the Exchanger Plus Plus unless it's a dedicated energy build. So we'd be looking at a cockpit upgrade, Sound Suite, Rangefinder, Slick Suite. Rangefinder would be useful. Increased sight, but more importantly, it keeps the same gunnery bonus to the clan.
New target acquired.
Mr. T45 has subscribed to those for 9 months. Hello, my man. Thank you so much. We're just designing an Ebon Jack, by the way, folks. Again, if you happen to show up and you have any Urban Mech emotes, you need to be spamming them in chat as we sort of drill down on this Ebon Jack, which will be ready in 1 day at this moment. So I'm actually feeling pretty happy about that. We will have it tomorrow. So we will have it in the next mission, is the ideal thing. Just vulnerable about these side processes. All that is needed to fix that problem is the existence of clan armor, because that will instantly handle any of that problem. And not having jamming or sensor systems is a bit of a rough one too. I think the triple ATM-9 might be a bit of a stretch. Like, I really want it to work, because, you know, 27 ATMs is one hell of a throw weight. But at the same time, I'm not sure I can quite afford it. In terms of just ammunition and in terms of endurance, because this gun is going to last us 12 rounds. These ATMs are going to last slightly less than 10 rounds, and then we have a single ER medium laser. I think the ATM is just a bridge too far on this. There's just too much tonnage that I need out of it. I think instead what we'll do is something like that. That gives me enough ammunition to actually run this. While at the same time I can start putting in the systems like the Nova CEWS. That's going to drastically improve our ability to actually find targets. This also drastically improves our heat, so we probably don't even need this exchanger. This brings our heat down to 60 for 77. 17 is fine. We just got off one of the ATMs every so often. 3.5 tons remaining. Could put on the exchanger just to have it. Or the fourth ton of ammo. Pull off the Pharaoh, actually. That brings me back to clan armor. Put on that fourth ton of ammo, so now I've got much more endurance. We're up to 16 rounds. The case comes courtesy of the standard armor, so that helps out a little bit. So 1.3 tons, armor and energy weapons, potentially. Support weapons, for sure. Combat shotgun, I don't think you have arms. Yeah, you don't, okay. Give it the bolt-on 20, just for that added oomph. Unless we happen to have, we do not. Laser AMS could fit in. We only need 1.5 tons, which we could do. 180 shots, shooting 18. Yeah, we pull off the ER. That gives me 0.8 tons. I could throw on a light tag if I have one. Thought I had one, apparently not. Normal tags and tag barrage. Combat shotgun. It does feel a little bit light. It doesn't feel as powerful as it probably should be. And there's definitely improvements to be made. I'm not satisfied with the ATM loadout. I'm very much dissatisfied with it. But for now, it should be fine. And because it's an Omni-Mech, we can alter its loadout later on, should we feel the need, and we will. We'll be able to improve it. Get ourselves some actual standard clan armor. I like to run with full armor, just paranoid. I'd love to run full armor as well. Another medium over the laser AMS? Nah. I think we're going to want the laser AMS just because we're going to want as much of this as possible. And we can, and also this laser AMS can be overloaded. So this will help out the general defenses. Eventually we're going to get Clan Pharaoh. We'll add that to the mix. That'll free up another 1.7 tons. We'll be able to armor up even more, which is wonderful. If we can, we're going to be looking for high explosive ATM ammo, at least 2 tons of it. That'll turbocharge this. Our rack would do better than the Ultra 10, but not by much, because the rack would need a heavy risk rack 5 would deal, with 3 hits, would deal 130 damage, or 135 damage. Which is better than the Ultra 10. Quick check of the tonnages on that, actually. Yeah, 1 ton less, so we're definitely going to want to swap this out for a Risk Rack 5 as soon as we can. Maybe even a Gauss Rifle at some point. The Gauss Rifle would be superior. We actually do have the tonnage to do that, because the Ultra Autocannon plus 2 tons of ammo equals the Gauss Rifle, and then 2 tons of ammo switches over. That gives us 16 rounds of shooting. We would lose overall firepower. It'd be 75 versus 120, but depends on how much pinpoint you want to deal. Overall, firepower's okay. I think it'll be fine. It'll be 2 days to get that armor. The armor's a little light for what I would like to run, because I like to run my Ebon Jags as maximum armor beasts.
I'll get it in the schedule.
But that'll build that. Put you at the top. And then I suppose there's nothing more except to run into the end of the month. Bringing a brand new battle mech online. Well, not even a battle mech, it's a...
Ready to go over financials whenever you are.
Bringing 1,000,000 Seabills over the wall with us. Clan Omni mech on the field. Is our first Clan Omni? It is our first Clan Omni. Even though we got the Stormcrow first, we're going to have built the Cauldronborn before it, with a considerable amount of clan gear on board as well. Alright, quick check of the pilots, make sure everything's good, and then we'll launch ourselves into a mission to test out that brand new Cauldronborn. There we go. Copper top level up, picking up another level in gunnery. He will be deadly. He will be unstoppable.
Yes, Commander.
Gamroth picking up his level 9 gunnery. Vehicle pilots do not need the middle 2 skills. They don't do anything for them.
Reporting.
Not quite. Kager pushing up to his 8s across the board. Getting a little bit more melee accuracy. And less initiative randomness. Which is quite nice.
Aye, aye.
Nordicon, we don't field. Plate is almost there. One more mission ought to do it.
Waiting for orders.
Pyro similarly is about 2-3 missions away from being able to get gunnery 10. I'm not really worried about Pyro's initiative, so I will wait to get that gunnery up to the maximum level.
What's up, boss?
Commander.
Shade saving up as well.
Good
Almost
to go.
there.
Receiving you.
And then waited since he's currently driving a vehicle. This does not matter. So, quick check of the store as well, because we just picked one up. And it's a new month, so a new store, potentially. Still like to be a Nidhogg pilot if there's room. We will definitely keep that in mind. We have to find enough parts for a Nidhogg, but we will keep it in mind. BC piloting? Meh. Machine gun fire control system. Because that's what we need. I think I do need LB-10 ammo.
Available.
I am on the hunt for that. Scorpion, Fulcrum, Falcon, and Scimitar, they are all garbage. I have no desire for any of these trash vehicles. So, Command Center. New month, new missions. Hopefully we can rob even more clan gear. Since we were already having such a big fun. Operation Yappy Clay. 2.5 skull for 4 of 18 at a 1.3. That would be pretty good, actually. That would make things a little bit easier, although could go higher. Impossible Oppression, although the 1.7 and only the 211. It's not a great payout. Wish there was a duel that we could do. Duels are a lot of fun. Target acquisitions, absolutely not. I have no desire to throw my company away at a useless target acquisition. We'll do Yappy Clay. The payout on salvage is actually really high, and the Republic of Sphere tends to have some really nice weapons, including Fujins, which we want. So we need 2 parts to a Fujin and we're done. Gotta be in the stream when you hire. Alright, so we are going to swap out... first of all, you're getting swapped out for Shade's brand new Gladiator. Shade, what are you up to? He's got reflective coating, which will be fun. So Centurion versus Ebon Jag. I'm not sure on that, actually. Hunchback versus the Ebon Jag. I'm really not sure about that. I think. The Talus has to stay. The Talus is too good not to have. The Gladiator is very solid with the way that it's been designed. Especially with the minus 10% energy damage taken, which is really nice. And the Centurion has the tandem warheads and the Risk Rack 5, which is really good. Ideally, we would want that open slot, but I don't have that open slot yet. Rubik's Cube is our assault mech. Big Iron has a brand new lease on life. The Catapult is just really reliable, and the Hunchback's claim to fame is the Silver Bullet Gauss Rifle, which makes people unsteady. Hello, Brick. But I think I'm going to cycle out the Hunchback for a round and see how the Ebon Jag handles things. Oh, we're over tonnage. Shoot. Cycle down here. Pull off the Vedette. We'll put on the Harasser. This is why we're currently working our way towards the next level of drop tonnage, specifically for that reason. We need 2 next level drop tonnages, and then we can open up the next slot for drop as well. That'll allow us to fill in the Ebon Jag and have the Hunchback in as well. And then we can start looking at specific replacements. Put the Shopgoth on the Ebon Jag. It's 2 tons heavier, which means it would be difficult to find the tonnage for it. And it overlaps with the ATMs, because the ATMs are going to be doing all kinds of critical hits, which should somewhat mix with the twin 60 damage shots from the UAC-10. So if we put the Silver Bullet Gauss rifle on there, we're getting a Silver Bullet Gauss, but it's super heavy, and its alternate fire mode does for crits and stability, but it already has 18 ATMs, which is throwing in for crits. Kind of overlaps with itself there, becomes a bit of a shotgun, and we can't afford the tonnage anyway. So I'm not sure I would want to combine the 2. Maybe, but it would be a tough one. Also, the Silver Bullet Gauss rifle has a chance of blowing itself up, which is a little bit rough to work with. Although we do have a lot of gunnery stack skill on that Ebon Jag, so that might help out a little bit. At the moment, the tonnage is not there. We do need Clan Pharaoh. Was there Clan Pharaoh on the Hunchback? No, it has stealth armor, so it's harder to hit and harder to blow people up. We'll be on the lookout for some Clan Pharaoh. I think we're gonna need it. Makes it interesting. What would be obviously the best is twin silverware Gauss rifles. That way you can make sure whoever you're shooting at is going to fall down the next time you poke at them. I'll be interested to see how the current load up though for the Ebon Jag works.
New target acquired.
It's not fully sold on it. Mitchler has just subscribed for 8 months. What's up, nerd? Just blowing up some mechs. Thank you, Mitch, for your continued support. Folks, again, send forth the urban mechs. Send them all. With a hyper laser to poke holes. Maybe. I could toy around with the idea of adding a hyper laser. Only 1 hyper laser and a Gauss rifle to keep the chill. That might not be bad. Oh crap, we got we're saving a Barak Lance. Shoot. Alright, let's find the Republican Guard. Oh, the Republican Guard is right there. Okay, that's uncomfortable. I'm trying to make sure that I'm dropping in an area where I don't get stuck. Try that. But yeah, a hyper laser could be interesting, but I need a higher gunnery pilot before I do that, because the hyper laser is just too dangerous. Uh-oh, I think the tank is stuck. I think the tank may be jammed right on up.
Drier than a Prohibition County.
Dry here.
Hey, we found the Baracks.
Dry. So lovely. So serene.
What do you?
Okay.
Got a
let's do
Spectre,
this.
a Kegel.
Ready for action, Commander.
Kegel gets his own mech. Really? Really? I'm dying here. I'm absolutely dying. Oh, we got some helicopters moving about. We are mixed in with the enemy, right on top of them. Do you guys have anything really fun? Because I gotta say, it's not looking like it. You guys are looking kind of pathetic compared to the last group that I had to do a mission like this for. It's the turret. Unfortunately, I do fear that to be indeed the case.
Ready for orders.
Let's check. Still them moving. They're still taking their time. Destroy Republican forces. Enemy turn. Losing out on the Gauss rifle off the Tiger is going to hurt, though, because it's a very useful Gauss rifle. Now we can build up. Wait, what? Oh, we have 2 Clan Double Heatsink kits, and we have constructed the Ebon Jag. So one of our mechs is now online. Oh, good, it's me, apparently.
Roger that.
Apparently it's also enemy turn, so I'm not quite sure what to think. Good. Alright, Catapult, get into your coverage.
Affirmative.
Big Iron will follow around the side as well.
Heading that way.
Vitalis can run along the back, that way can skirmish. And Gladiator around the corner. Centurion around this corner. AWACS straight up the middle.
Heading out.
Hey, we found you. What do we got? zoom in because no actual data. Really tell what the hell you are. Jaeger? No. Oh, you're a Mackie. Shit. Alright, so we got a Mackie. That's a 100-ton assault mech. And we're also dealing with... over... Grendel, I think? A lot of clan stuff here. And whatever the third one is, we'll know shortly. But I like to test myself. A little bit. Yeah, I can't tell. Too dark. I think we're stuck on another night mission, so it makes life a little bit harder than it otherwise needs to be.
Affirmative.
And the harasser is free and clear to do whatever the hell it likes. And the tiger is not stuck. Okay, good.
Order received.
So we're all solid. Let's start high and tight. We did find additional people. We got a Grendel up here, unknown mech, Griffin 2C, Adder, and a Bradford IFV. This was a battle axe and a Phoenix. Oh, huh, haven't seen one of those in a while. And this is a Mackie 6S, which is a really terrible Mackie, much inferior to several other Mackies that I can specifically name. There's a Mackie that has an AC-10 and an AC-20 and 2 PPCs, which is really nice actually. Very solid assault. But let's bug this battle axe. Throttle large lasers. That makes this battle axe primitive, so that should be an easy kill. Then who's next?
Standing by.
Leak. Can you get a side angle on somebody? No? Alright. I'm willing to take the jamming field. If I can keep your mech reasonably unscathed. Yeah, keep the lock on. Don't fire the medium improved. And run that up to full. Hey, we got a missile. Battle Axe already taking internal damage. So he's having a bit of a bad day. I think we'll be able to kill the Battle Axe before he gets to actually do anything. Which, that'll be nice. Who's on 23? This group up here, however, is much more dangerous. They are actual clan mechs that are capable of doing things. Grendel especially. I don't know what this unknown mech is yet, but we will figure that out. Something light, I assume. Probably a Kid Fox. Large laser, single, medium? Yeah, it could be a Kid Fox. Especially the support Kid Fox. The one I'm thinking with the triple AMS on the shoulder. So that could be what it is we're dealing with. Alright, Evan Jack, it's time for your first shots of your camp. I know this is Centurion. Why do I keep thinking it's Evan Jack? That up. Yeah, that's a fascinatingly old Phoenix. I will make sure that you die a horrific death, so please enjoy. Throw on the Warlord just to make sure we can really wipe it out, since we're engaging from the least favorable position when it comes to using racks. Really, shooting at the Phoenix might actually net us better results. Yeah, because we'll chew through the side. You generally want to bring your racks over to a side, that way they can chew through fewer target locations as scatter happens. It's the same thing for any multi-shot weapon.
Good to go.
But racks, you can see some incredible dividends. Hi! Alright, time to test out our brand new Gladiator. Twin large improved heavy clan lasers. Building up a little heat because of the particular biome that we are in. That'll be twin 79s. Wow.
No joy.
That hurt. That hurt on a deep internal physical level. Wow. Must be militia. Yep, probably. Semi-primitive Republican force. So, Shade, obviously a little bit out of sorts after having been stuck into a Gladiator for a mission. Managed to miss 279% chances to hit with his improved heavy large lasers. So that kind of sucked. The disappointment. Yeah, the disappointment was very, very real. It's like, come on, man. Could have had it. We could have killed him. That would have probably annihilated most of the battle axe too. 160 damage. You focus that and you're looking at pain. Hi there, that's a lot of missiles. How did you get so many missiles? What sort of mech are you driving? And does it include some form A micro missile system, perhaps. We do not know, but we will find out. Just not used to the new weapons. They're light speed weapons. What's there to get used to? We're just gonna zip on over here, see if I can't actually get a decent read on the outer's head. Hey, we got another drop coming in. This is gonna be long. No, it's 2 Society MRM 30s. Interesting. So they're super light. It's basically Ultra 5 Clan. The Griffin is medium super laser. I don't know what a super laser is, but I imagine I'm going to find out. Do I have bomb mines in range of anything? No. No, we're not looking at fun like that. That's really disappointing. Okay. We'll let it. See if you can't get some penetration through the back there, Rendell. 3rd Lance is on its way. It's going to make life even worse. Especially at night. Oh, why couldn't this be a day battle? We did get penetration on that.
Inflicted some heavy damage.
Although we heavily missed the
I'm out of
barrage.
LRMs.
We have to 1, ensure the Barak line safely evacuates, and 2, destroy the Barak forces. Yeah, but another group is dropping. Haha! You have nothing. I don't know what a super laser is, but the Z suffix makes me think pirates.
How might I help?
Alright, slip into the back over
Roger.
here.
Full speed.
You have twin SRM-6s. He has an open back. Now, he doesn't have holes in his back just yet, but we're going to attempt to rectify that error. The enemy fires an AC-20 shell in the back of it.
Confirmed.
That might make me cry, knowing that I wouldn't be able to get my hands on that. I want this BattleTech dead before it can do anything. I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull that off. Missing the heavy larges really, really hurt my confidence in that.
Good to go.
Spirits, your catapult. Swing it around to the side for maximum efficiency. You're also going to play this game. Not the Mackie. There's the BattleTech we want. All the lasers may fire.
Firing all weapons.
I think we're going to want to leave this planet soon. Just because the temperature is really kind of harsh in my melon. Right, there goes his other arm. And significant pain was had. Oh no, he's just dead. Alright, so the BattleTech is now dead. I'm feeling much, much better about myself. Eagle moving to the side. I want a BattleTech named after me. Yeah, this is going to be the much more heavier for us. The Grendel's surprisingly able to handle most of this. Hurting my Harasser a little bit, but nothing too terrible yet. The Harasser, of course, not well known for its ability to actually
Minimal
defend
damage.
itself.
Minimal.
Kind of wish I had the other Harasser though right now, because it has the Narc beacon with the sticky bombs, and that's just a load of fun. I have 1 tile of a shot. I will of course take this shot, because why else am I here? Laser light shows, that's why we're here. They're friendly, not so friendly. Exactly. Although watching all of that salvage go up in flames also kind of hurts the heart. Right, we have 1 shot.
Hauling ass.
Evan Jag, this will be your first rounds of shooting. Do you have anything to say for yourself? Aside from your abysmal looking accuracy.
Pulling the trigger.
ATMs finding a home. Nothing too much. We don't have the right ATMs for the job yet. That will change.
Good to
But
go.
at the moment, we're a little bit screwed. We'll start engaging the forces up here
Understood. Moving fast.
with the Tiger. That's not so great. That's even worse. We're going to want to take as much of that outer attack as
Locking
possible.
on target.
So leg kill or center torso. I'm not really interested in the equipment that he has on board. So, the center torso equipment he has on board. I am very interested in his Society MRMs, which should be very light. Which would be nice to cram onto something. The Donner's going to shift around, see if he can't get some work done. Opening fire on the Bradford, and did actually manage to hit him with 1 of his pulses from his large pulse laser. Should get a little bit of work done.
What's up, boss?
Like you to see any target. Fortunately, you're not playing that game today. So it's just going to be 30 missiles. Enjoy. Although I'm wondering who the other person who's supposed to be attached to this lance is. Am I just missing someone? Because there's 4 units in the Republican Guard Lance, but they need to be primitive. Maybe it's the Griffin, but I don't think so. Oh, that's a problem.
It's okay. Damage is light.
Yeah, but I didn't realize he was packing high explosive. That looked like a high explosive thunderbolt. Connection, lovely. And he turned his back to us. The most brilliant pilot in the galaxy, folks.
All right.
A Thunderbolt 15 and a grenade launcher, an MG heavy. It's an impressive amount of firepower for an IFV.
Commander.
Where's that Grendel? You want to abuse the Grendel? Gotta fly right there. That's a bit rough. I feel bad about beating up a museum piece. Why would you feel bad about that? Everything is going according to plan.
Reporting critical hit.
We are getting a couple of crits on the Grendel. The Grendel is not an Omni, so honestly, taking it reasonably intact, specifically the double heat sinks off of it, may be the way to go. Oh, it's a Mislinx. Ow! That was astonishingly accurate and damaging. The AWACS now having a significant problem. What Mislinx are we dealing with here? Ballistic and energy. That's not ideal. Spirits! Catapult is about to have a little bit of fun because the enemy decided to show its back to you. So, yeah. Make it rain. Medium laser. And rock the rear.
Firing on Vita up.
You really shouldn't have turned your back to us, buddy. Did we not actually get through the armor? Oh, no, we absolutely did. It took it a moment for it to realize just how screwed it was. But yes, that absolutely worked. I assume we set off the ammunition. I can't imagine any other reason it would explode. That AC-5 or AC-10 ammo was not well guarded, and thus resulted in the detonation of an entire mech. Yep. AC-10s are going up in smoke. So who is the last guy who exists as part of the Republic Lance? You're Barack, you're Barack, you're Barack, you are Barack. So the Bradford? It's gotta be. I think we're about to lose our AWACS. Which would suck, because the AWACS providing a lot of counter jamming right now.
Damage minimal.
The Bradford? Probably. Yeah, the Bradford is it. Simply kill the Bradford, the primary mission is complete. Hey, look at that, Shade. Oh, Shade does have a target. But here's the real question. Will Shade be able to hit the target?
On the move. Full speed.
He's already demonstrated an inability to hit at an 80%. Single Lars laser.
Acknowledged.
Hey, there he hits. He can't handle the 2. But the 1 is totally under his control. So he's going to operate under a 2-1-2-1-2-1 fire pattern as long as we're out here in the desert. Maybe worth it to actually put on the other heatsink or exchanger, which is a 15% instead of a 5 or 10%
Ready for orders.
bonus. It's lighter though. Not that that really matters now that it's in a support slot. Support slots are stupid easy. Done that. Kick on the Warlord. We're gonna have extra fun with you, and maybe we'll even blow you up.
Roger.
So the missile. Okay, the missile's the target. I was wondering about it. All right, and there goes the Bradford as well. So that is the initial enemy lance defeated. So now we just need to worry about these Barak forces, which there will be another group of Barak people who will be dropping in after this. So we'll be looking at 2 stars of Barak. Downer pulling back, as you guys are being basically cowards. Cowards that we're working with. Why can't ever we work with people who can charge just as hard as we do? We did once, actually. We worked with a Comstar lance that like charged in heavily.
Waiting for
It was
orders.
really fun. Because Comstar took care of most of the problem. That'll be 3. That is not survivable. Actually, here's what I can do.
Let's move.
Then I can vigilance. Target the back of the Grendel. Fire everything.
Target locked on enemy 6.
There. Some of the mines actually landed where I needed them to.
I'm out of short-range missiles.
The other half of the mines did not, but gotta take what you can get.
Orders?
We are... I can get a line of sight on the Grendel, but it's not good.
Okay. Going full throttle.
It's a very bad shot. From very far away. No snub in this one, just to keep the temperature down. Ultras to fire in sniper mode. I want to say for my maximum firepower for when I actually have decent shots. That way I can actually, hurt people, which is ideal, rather than just firing all over the place. Don't forget we see a Locust 2C, you don't rush it. Why would you want a Locust 2C?
Yeah.
Why would you want to deliberately put yourself in a terrible mech? I don't understand this masochism that you seem to have.
Full speed sounds good.
ATMs will be very accurate on this one. Air medium laser 2 off. All can down to a single shot.
Firing at him.
Yeah, that didn't work. EBM carrier? Why not put it into an actual useful mech like an avatar?
Receiving you.
We are at a point where fielding a Locust would be very, very difficult. Because the enemy is accurate enough that they would just annihilate it. Go just long range.
Target.
Pepper him with missile fire. Standard rounds. Slowly work our way into him. And eventually they're going to cry enough that it's all going to be worth it. Not drive through the minefield, people. There we go. I can work with that. Then...
Of course.
A little bit of damage. So you can run around like the Flash and I assume nuke everything we don't want to keep.
What's that?
Cover top. Top can get a shot. It's not a good one, but you can have
Heading
that.
that way.
What do you got? Sure, why not?
Lighting them up.
Hey, that looked like a hit. Good job. All right. So the twin Gauss rifle still acting very effectively. Agamemnon, his Kegel, is moving forward. See how the enemy responds with their few mechs remaining. They're in the middle of their own minefield now. Well, the Avatar's a great mech. Fielding many of them is a wonderful plan. Especially if you twin rack them. Twin heavy rack 5s. That's where all the happiness is.
Waiting
Ah,
for
yes,
orders.
Pyro's still here. Pyro has a back shot. I can work with that. Pyro might be able to improve this back shot and shatter our mixed links in a single shot. Let's find out.
Target lock on enemy 6.
Nope. No, just a couple of the SRMs. The Gauss rifle was totally wasted.
You're gonna get some now. Yes, you are.
Blade is gonna build a little bit of distance on himself because I'd rather he not die. And we'll try and hook the mist links a little bit. Nail him from
Got
behind.
the angle. Taking the
Oh,
shot.
right, the mist link says anti-aircraft. So we're gonna have to be a little bit careful about that.
Reporting. Negative damage.
Otherwise, life will go very, very wrong. Mist link's joining us on 22. I'm learning that the mix of fast cam and Inferno gather stall even assault mechs from advancing more than 3 hexes in a turn. So that's watch them struggle uphill on fire. That is a level of evil and war crimes that I'm not sure I'm comfortable committing. Fire and landmines.
Reporting heavy damage.
If only.
Reporting.
Warrior around. You are also going to attempt to bully this mist links. Mainly because it's there.
All weapons, go.
Forgot, of course, you have no actual capability of bullying anybody who has any form of AMS because of just how terrible your loadout is. Seriously, the AC2 warrior would have been a better warrior. Ooh, that's some accurate fire. And of course you missed every single one. Why wouldn't you? Temperature's starting to spike a little bit.
Cockpit here.
Run. Actually, no, the catapult will jump.
Firing jump jet.
Catapult can be wherever catapult wishes to be. Of course, no air medium lasers after a maneuver like that. 33 into the back, or oh, the adder actually has an open torso, which makes it quite vulnerable, which is not necessarily a good thing because we might set off the ammo, and I really actually don't want to lose the side torso on this mech. I want that side torso intact so that I can, you know, do cool things and steal the Society MRMs, which are just super, super light.
Rear armor it is.
So I'll bully the Mistings a little bit. Opens back torso now,
Think I hit
so we
something
can
good.
really start getting the damage down.
Standing by.
Talik. Yeah, Talik will have a shot. Yeah. Oh, he does. Interesting.
Roger.
Alright, we'll spin him off over onto this flank. Back. Turn off the heavy improved laser. Go for a target lock on, because I don't really rely on it, or don't really trust his accuracy on that.
Standing by.
I was right to not trust his accuracy, as we can see. Alright, pull right
Copy
on
that.
through the center on this one. Aim for the Griffin back here, because there happens to be another mech right in front of him, so if we miss, we might hit the mech right in front of him.
Target.
So we're being efficient. Or no,
For the
not so good.
critical hit.
Griffin is now struggling. This is a glorious day. I'm on 21. Donner's gonna come in. Will you help me kill a Griffin, please, Donner? Ah, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. I'll take it. And the pilot's gonna fall over. Just makes life all the easier. Well, he's still in the mech, so there is that going for him. Center torso is very exposed, though. Adder pulling back, going to engage the Centurion. That's a pretty decent target. The Centurion is up and vulnerable. Luckily, Sproke has the defensive measures on top of the Centurion. Oh, that was fire. Ah. That's unpleasant. Hey, Shade.
Bye.
Would you like to do something useful? Potentially.
Double time. Let's go.
Alright. How good is the accuracy here? Sure, we'll throw the 43s out.
Firing.
Connection! I'll take it. Take whatever I can get at this point. Look at that adder a little bit more. The adder's not all that dangerous at the moment, but if I can get my Inferno rockets onto him, that would of course be ideal. Right, it's gonna take the... Thought it was gonna take you a while, but apparently not. You have a shot from down here.
Heading that way.
Odds of this shot being any good? Very poor. So we got turned on Clan Barak. Never looked at anyhow. We're not turning against Clan Barak. We're just temporarily utilizing, robbing their mechs blind. Ooh. Yes, that was a solid
Something
connection.
just went boom.
No, the Mistlynx is in trouble.
Receiving you.
Jaeger, are you going to be able to get into a similar position to provide fire support? No? Okay. In that case, just
Roger
walk.
that.
And he's down on the back, so I'm going to just focus him a little bit. See if I can't remove him entirely. There we go, perfect. I just read the mission's objectives were confused. Are we destroying them or escorting them? We are ensuring that this Barak Lance gets to safety and blowing up that other Barak Lance. They're not friends with this group of Barak, apparently.
Commander.
Not 100% sure how Barak internal politics works, so I'm just gonna say yes, no problem, can do. Alright, so the Mistlynx, it needs to die,
Targeting for an alpha strike.
and then, yeah, no longer exists. Just gone. House Barak is having some
Enemy
Game of
down.
Thrones issues. Alright, last one to move, that'll be the Spectre and his buddy. Grendel. Gotta open fire with everything he's got on the Ebon Jag, because he's a sharp cookie right there. Then barbecue. Yep.
Awaiting
Don't
orders.
you just love it when they do your job for you? Run into the back right here.
Confirmed.
Let's climb for Mandrill. Glad when they don't solve internal issues with combat. This is true. The clans often resolve all their problems via combat. I guess it's more odd that we're here to do something about it. 24. Copper Top. Odds of Copper Top having a shot. almost zilch. Yeah. He's got too far to travel.
Heading that way.
Other person who has a shot.
Let's do this.
That would be the Centurion that I want. So we are still trying to take this thing pretty intact as best as we can.
Heading out.
Because if we can take them intact, we can steal their shit. I'm going to switch over to tandems. I'm going to Warlord. I'm going to offensive push. Maybe. 42.1. And I'm going to command a center torso strike.
Confirmed.
The reason I'm doing this is because I'm trying to not set off his ammunition in his side torsos and trying to just crit out the CT. Which is going to be a challenge in and of its own right.
Ready for orders.
Yeah, up there we go. Whew, just
No
barely.
shooting, just running. Got it.
Right. We really got to avoid hitting that side torso if we want the whole thing, and I do want the whole thing. Torso call. And I'm going to hope for some accuracy here.
On it.
Hey, the missile's wet! Yeah, that was the side torso.
Scored a critical
Was
hit.
hoping it wouldn't, but we were shoveling 40 missiles down his throat. Probably only one way that ever could have gone.
Awaiting orders.
Gamroth. Around over here.
Confirmed.
And this will probably finish him off. One of the Warlord, because you have streaks, so if you miss, you won't take multiple shots. So we want to guarantee that shot to hit. Didn't break him. Wow, I'm surprised. It's an LGB-13 NAS. Wait, what? What kind of longbow is that? Are we talking about? I feel like I missed something. It was like the ladies from... What are we talking about here? Talik. Just found a longbow that's armed with 6 light AC5s and some medium laces. Is kind of terrifying. That just seems so wrong. You took a longbow and what did you do to it? You gave it cannons.
Acknowledged.
That's just not right. There's laws against this. We live in a society, sir.
Got it.
Alright, there he goes. Completely dead. So only one of the Society MRM-30s existed. It has 1300 armor though. But it's so terrible. 30 damage alpha? Really? On tabletop. That's just not, no. And in RogueTech, light autocannons are even worse. They're what, 10 damage less than normal autocannons? So they do like 35 damage. So you have in grand total 120 something. For all of that tonnage, you could put in an artillery piece. Put a sniper artillery on a longbow. Oh, God. Why? It's just evil. Longbows are missile carriers. Let them be missile carriers. Alright, so that's an entire lance wiped out. A sniper already on a longbow. Alrighty, so let's go see. How many Grendel parts is this? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Not enough Grendel parts to matter. Grenade launchers, heavy rifles. This salvage I anticipate is going to be pretty garbage. Thunderbolt 15, theoretically. Active probe clan, I have better ones. Endosteel, tempting. We did say we needed a clan pharaoh. And we do. That was the EWS. Heatsink cooling. And Apollo MRMs. Various types of TBMs. Did we not save any of the... Or did I just miss it? I do need clan double heatsinks, but... There is a society. Oh, there is a society. Okay. Give back the Pharaoh and take the society. MRM 30. That'll be a nice pickup. Streak Narc launcher. Now that's an interesting combo. See what we get. The Eder Z, 2 Grendel parts, and a Phoenix part. Got the Clan AMS, which is very nice. I may actually swap out a from a different mech. Grenade launcher, meh. Medium laser, also meh. 148 rated fusion core, sell that. And sell that. We did get both Pharaohs. We also got the night vision that I wanted. Not a terrible pickup. Not amazing, but not terrible. Clan electronic warfare system. It's phenomenal. It's one of the best ECM systems in the game. And it's also incredibly light. For 1.5 tons, you get a phenomenal ECM electronic warfare suite. So they're just amazing. Yeah, I know. I always forget, though. I always forget until after I've hit the button to say go. But not bad. Not terrible. There's some support equipment that we needed. No clan double heatsinks, unfortunately. They just don't seem to ever come our way unless we specifically steal it. Which is hard to justify when you only have so many slots. 4 slots, and there was other good gear. That Society MRM30, though, should be able to do interesting things. Trying to get the message with the Twitch chat. See what we can get done off of that. I don't think, well, 19 ATMs or 30 MRMs. To be honest, the 30 MRMs kind of speak to me a little bit more. Mech Bay. Is 30 bloody MRMs. How much damage are we dealing with the ATMs at a time? Standard ammo is 8 damage. So 72 per. So 144. Yeah, the MRM is just gonna hit harder than that, if I recall correctly. Society MRM 40. Nope, it's in the SRM category. 30, not 40. Yeah, 150. So it does more. The Apollo MRM launchers increase the accuracy by +1. I also have the 45. Ooh, the 45 is 225. For 8 tons, how much am I spending on these ATMs? 10 tons total. Oof. Ooh. That might be interesting. I found you strip double heatsink kits off of Clan Limex, like Kid Fox. Yeah. The MRM sound more efficient and also more versatile with the ammo types we have. We only have the 1 ammo type, though. The current ATMs, though, that we have are just bad. 1 evasion pip and 1 accuracy. This would give us 240. 240 divided by 45 is numbers that I should know, but I don't off the top of my head. 240 divided by 45. 5.33 rounds. That is not enough ammo right there. Oh, that's heavy ammo too. We would be using this. 200 shots. Oh, 400 rounds. Still gonna be short, but I can then make up the difference with the normal ammo. Yeah, the 45 would do better, and it would overwhelm AMS. Or M75. They're standards. That was standard ammo. What does HE do? HE increases the raw damage that it does and removes the minimum range. So you basically get right up on top of something. I believe it also has higher missile HP. But with HE ammo, you can get up on top of somebody and you can deal hilarious amounts of damage. So ERs are mostly worthless because they give you extended range, but they do half damage. So they're pretty garbage. All in all, I definitely prefer my HE ATMs. We're gonna want more Apollo ammo. I could just flat out build an MRM boat out of the Stormcrow. That might be a way of going about things. High explosive? Yes. That said, was standard ammo. Yeah. So the Stormcrow I could just build into MRM 75. We know that is a solid setup. Because we used to run heavy MRM 30s, or heavy MRM 60 in total, which, to be fair, the heavy MRMs are much more efficient in terms of damage. I was wondering the HE numbers, though. I don't know off the top of my head, I'm afraid. I'm going to have to beg ignorance. There we go. Clan Pharaoh. What was the things I was going to do with Clan Pharaoh? Is it just an armor bonus? Might have been. Buff up. A little bit more armor going on in here. 150. 160. 70. Down up to 90. That. And then that. 12 damage versus 8 in shorter range and less accuracy. The accuracy because of the shorter arrangements? Yeah. So that would be 2 days of armor patch work, which we have the time, unfortunately, because of our pilots are not ready. That would be a significant increase in the mech's overall survivability, but doesn't actually give us, you know, any actual combat capability on top of that. I'm still mixed on this. I'm not sure if I'm happy, but you can't really judge it fully based on a night battle. The heat efficiency is a little bit light. I'm tempted to throw an exchanger on it, but it just wouldn't be efficient. I'd be losing 8 heat off of it. 75 or so. The current biome we're fighting in, it really makes it more difficult to fully flesh out how well your design has been built, unfortunately. I'm happy with the laser AMS on it. I'm perfectly happy with having it on there. I'd say drop it one more time before it changes. Yeah, I'm just spitballing here. We're definitely going to be putting the Clan Pharaoh on it. It's going to need it. The Clan Pharaoh keeps it safe because it has built-in case, and it saves me like a ton and an eighth, which is not bad. The Stormcrow, I'm really thinking we might end up building this into an ATM machine. Or not an ATM, an MRM machine. And I don't have enough funds to start building the Helopolis, so we are going to be very inefficient for the next few days, which hurts me deep in my soul. Fortunate. We will try and turn around quickly. How many days are we dealing with here? 3 days. How long? Power contest is 10 days away. Oh, you're killing me. I'm not fully sold on our Ebon Jag right now. UAC 10s make me a little bit iffy. Gauss rifle? Could be. I'd have to rip it out of the Hunchback, and we're going to have a slot for that Hunchback in the near future. Although then the Stormcrow is going to show up, so there is that. I'm not sure. But yeah, so we're going to say goodbye to YouTube. So that's going to do it for our YouTube people. Thank you very much for watching. I have been Tyrannic. If you like what you've been seeing, hit the like button and subscribe if you want to see a notification every single time I post one of these videos. Press that little bell icon. Leave a comment. I will see you all in the next episode.